Good morning, Suzanne. Good morning, Lisa.
Morning.
How are you guys today?
Good morning. I'm well. How are you?
Good. I talked with my muralist friend, and it turns out that she is probably not going to come to Orlando with me. Her mom has dementia, and she helps with a lot of her care. And she said that things are a little crazy right now. So she had thought that she might want to come to be down there, but it looks like I'm going to drive down alone and bring it back to her. So we might be able to have a painting party in Atlanta if I save some space for you guys.
Right. Because yeah, like I said, there are a lot of people in Atlanta. That's where Kurt is, and Kyle Tate, and a bunch of other people whose names are totally flying out of my brain right now.
I think it could be really fun.
But yeah, there's quite a few people there, and I'm 4 hours away from Atlanta driving.
Would
So
you like to do that? You had mentioned it might be something you want to do.
yeah, I if I don't go to Orlando, I would probably be able to pull off a drive to Atlanta, assuming it didn't clash with any deadlines.
That sounds like it could be really fun. I
Mhm.
need to talk with Karen again to see, what her schedule is like, because stopping in Atlanta was something I was going to do specifically to stop in and interview her to be the first guest on the on the podcast. Um, so we'll see what her plans are and if she has
And
like,
she's totally in touch with the narrator community. She knows all the
oh,
people that are there.
yes.
So like that's a surprise. So she'll obviously know who all can be there.
Yeah. So I'll check in with her and see what she wants to do. I don't know exactly like where she lives, if she's in like a townhouse or if she has a driveway of her own.
Who
If she has a
knows?
driveway, that'll make it easier. Good
Not
morning,
information
Lisa.
I'm privy to either.
Good morning, Madeline.
Morning.
I know that her office space is super cute because she was on Johnny's business workshop from her home office space, and it was one of the reasons that I was like, okay, first of all, she's like one of the OG home narrators. Like she's
Right.
been home narrating since before like anyone let you home narrate. She just started doing it because she wanted to. And then it sort of like evolved into her working for publishers once they started opening up to it. So I was like, this she's literally exactly who I want to talk to.
Yep.
And yeah, she just decided
Her
she
stuff
wanted to
is
stay in
really
Atlanta.
shiny.
So there she is. And it's like a whole audiobook industry in Atlanta has grown up around her. But yeah, her studio was really cute. She had it decorated all like colorful and had her booth in there and everything. She just has such great energy. Hi, Daphne. Good morning.
That she does.
Good morning.
Wait a couple more minutes here. See if anybody else wanders in. Definitely having allergies again today. Gonna need to get over that because I'm singing at Good Friday prayer service this evening. Prayer service mass? I don't think it's a mass because they don't do like communion on Good Friday.
It's beautiful, beautiful weather here.
Ah, that's nice. It's gorgeous here too today. I am so stoked. We sat out. It's a little chilly, but with the sunshine and there's like no breeze. So we sat out on the patio this morning and had a cup of coffee. It was so lovely.
Yeah, I keep trying to go outside and hang out, but then pollen and can't breathe and start
I
choking.
know, right? It's worth it to me because I just like need the sunshine. Apparently, I'm grossly vitamin D deficient.
Oh yeah,
Prescribed
I
like
take it in
a
pill
course
form
of
because I live in a cave.
uh-huh, yep. I recently was prescribed like a 12-week course of intensive D3 or whatever it is. So I have to start
Yep.
taking that. Hopefully the sunshine though, as it warms up, will help with that. It's probably a lot due to the winter and just being inside so much.
For sure.
Yeah, a few years ago, I got the look from my doctor of how are you even walking around with this little vitamin D in you? Here, take
Yeah.
this.
It's amazing what we can live without. All right.
And
Well,
how much better we feel when we get it back.
I know, right? It really is. I got one of those little like grandma pill boxes a couple like months ago to put all my vitamins and stuff in. So I take like my multivitamin, my calcium, a little glucosamine for my joints so that they don't hurt as I age, those kind of things. And man, you really do feel better when you just take care of yourself. It's got like the AM, PM little slots for your for all your pills. So it reminds me in the morning and in the afternoon to take the things that are once or twice a day. Biotin, it's good for your hair and your skin.
Yeah,
All
and there's
right.
a lot of things that I'm learning now that I've gone vegan.
Oh, I didn't know you were vegan. We're gonna have to talk about that some more at some point.
Yeah. Voluntary and involuntary, so it's a little bit
Oh,
of both.
interesting. Okay, okay.
Yeah, so-
I've always wanted to be vegan. I tried when I was in high school. It kind of made me sick. Every time I've tried, I sort of end up not feeling so great. So I think maybe my body doesn't want to be vegan.
That's entirely possible. You have to listen to your
Yeah.
body. I'm
So we'll
like
see.
I said, I'm that's my body's telling me to be vegan.
To
So
be vegan. I keep gravitating toward more vegetables in particular, not necessarily more fruit.
more plant-based.
Yes, more plant-based and away
I have
from
I have funnily enough gone off meat while being pregnant. It just sounds
really.
gross. Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting.
So I
Your
mean,
baby's
still,
vegetarian.
yes, my baby's vegetarian. Sometimes there's like chicken, but most like heavier meats just look like bleh.
Ugh.
That's how I
Yeah.
tend to feel, I think most of the time anyway. I've never loved red meat, beef, that kind of thing. I do really like chicken though. All right, well, let's go ahead and start to bring ourselves in. I think we've given enough time for folks to mosey into the space. I'm gonna sit on my cushion here. And just bringing ourselves to a point of stillness. Just keeping it simple. Simple, simple, simple. Picking a focal point. It can be physical. It can be an image in your mind. If you remember from that reading we had a few days ago, probably last week, the mind loves to latch on to things it either loves or hates. So pick something your mind loves that it will like to keep coming back to. The goal is eventually to get to that point where we are just observing all of our thoughts, but to start out, it really helps to have one, sometimes two thoughts that we just come back to. Sometimes two or three, depending on how jumpy our mind is. Allowing it to really rest and settle. If we're normally getting chased, or we're chasing like 1,000 thoughts and we just get torn off to the side by each one of them, every thought that comes, we sort of run after it inside our minds. See if we can narrow that down to 1, 2, 3 thoughts. That every time we start to feel ourselves get pulled away, we have the awareness to come back, settle down, and just allow that simplicity and gentleness for the next 15 minutes. Coming back into our bodies, back into the world. And time for our reading. And let me find the reading that I had for today. I really liked this one. I felt like it was a really good one for today is the 15th. So we are halfway through. We've been doing this for just over 2 weeks now together. And I came across this and I felt like it was a really good reminder, not only today for our halfway point, but also I have a tendency to just want to rush ahead and be very impatient with pretty much anything in life. So this was a really good quote to come across for me today. You've come a long way, and yes, there's more to go, but good things take time. Just ask the flowers. And I'll leave you with that for today. Thanks for joining, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, all. Have a good day.
Bye.